Guess it's time to put the 3.3 back together so I can run it this weekend. Need to clean that up a little bit, a little gross. Because I want to break in the Jado. Got it last weekend from RC Hobbies. Didn't even open it yet. But, okay. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is just put a little drop of oil on these bearings so they're not dry. Just takes a little bit. And just move them around. Then I'm going to stick the crankshaft in. And then the piston. The little relief cut goes towards the carburetor so it can clear the crankshaft. So I'm going to stick that in. I'm just going to put a little drop of oil. Just where it sits. Make sure you put it in the right way. These things are not easy to put in. Just bring it up to top dead center. Work it around. There we go. And next, the sleeve. Just gonna put a little bit of oil on it so it slides in easy. You don't need much, just a little bit. A little bit in the bore, so it's not starting out dry. This has a little notch on it, and there's a little pin. I don't know if you can see it right there towards the exhaust. Put the piston all the way down to bottom dead center. Slide the sleeve in. You might have to wiggle it a little bit to get it to go start. Make sure you have that notch lined up and bring the piston up to top dead center and slide it down in. Make sure it's down in the whole way and that little notch lined up. So there's that part. And everything's just been free. Next I'm going to stick the back cover on. Make sure you grab your gasket. Just slide that over real careful without ripping it on those sharp edges. Put it down to the bottom. And put it at bottom dead center. I'm going to put a little bit of oil on that. Now these two little grooves here, they go towards the top. And you can see the rest is all flat. Put one of these down at the bottom, one of the little notches. And just slide it together. Just spin it to make sure you know you got it locked in. Line your screws up. Grab your 4 screws. I believe they're 2mm. Oh, 2.5. Start them all before you tighten anything up. So you don't want to cross thread them, especially into aluminum. And draw them all down against. Just so it's all touching. And just snug them up. Don't go too tight that you strip them out, just good and snug. It's good to use a long Allen wrench like that. That way you don't get them too tight because the Allen wrench will start to twist. Use a real short one. You can strip those screws out or strip the heads of the screws out. Okay, there's that back together. Next we'll grab the head gasket. Make sure it's clean. Just sits right in that little groove, like that. Grab your head bolts. I always put one up through the hole. Same thing there, just put them all in so it just touches for right now. That way you get them all in, lined up. And just go around, just give them a little snug. Make sure they're all down, and then go around and tighten them. I can find the screw in there. Now I tighten them the same way I tighten lug nuts. Go there, 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 and there. Okay, so that part's done. Okay, next you want to stick on the flywheel. Grab your little cone. The bigger part goes towards the engine. Slide it on. Then your flywheel. And then your locking nut. Just grab a hold of the flywheel tight, 8mm, and then just make that nice and snug. Okay, next we'll stick together the carburetor. I'm gonna grab your, I put this in first. Has a little cutout. Put that right to make it a complete circle. Start your nut. You don't want to tighten it because you want to be able to slide it around. Okay, next we'll put the carburetor together. Where is that port right there? You want to line this little notch up with it, with that hole, because that's your idle. I'm just going to put a little oil on it so it moves nice. Just a drop. You don't want much. So, as soon as I find that again, okay, right there. So just slide that in there like that. Put your idle screw in. Don't crank it in too hard. Make sure you got it lined up before you turn it in. See how I can't move it out or twist it now? So you can take it in just like that. And you gotta get this spring over this little lip, which is kind of hard to do when you don't have much light. Take there. Just put it up, push a little bit and twist it, it'll go on. And there you go. Now adjust your idle screw in so you have about a 1mm gap. Right down in there. If you can see, it's hard to see. Okay. Next we'll stick the plug on the end. Make sure you have your little seal on it. That's probably a 2mm. Just snug it down. Not tight. Okay, next we're going to stick the other plug in. Make sure that has the seal on it too. The larger plug goes here, the smaller plug goes up here. Okay. Next I'll put the fuel inlet on. Make sure you have a washer there. Then your intake or your inline, another washer. Put that on. And you can move this however you want before you tighten this down. I think mine was about like there. So just snug it down. If you have to adjust it later, you can just loosen this, turn it, tighten it back up. Next we'll put this high-speed needle in. I'm just going to adjust it the whole way down for right now. You don't want to jam it down, just then we'll stick the low-speed needle in. Same thing there, just take it in nice and easy, just till it stops, don't force it. Okay, that'll be done. Put the little rubber boot on. And we'll put a little ball socket on. Oh, I believe that's 1.5 millimeters. Wouldn't worry about making that too tight right now. Just so it don't fall off. That way you can adjust it when it's in the car where you want it. And we'll slide the seal over the carburetor. Make sure you have that little cutout to make it a perfect circle. And you slide the carburetor on. I'm not sure which way it went on this kind. Be a pain in the butt getting it lined up. Right about there. Okay, there. Push it down on 5.5 millimeter. Then you snug it up by hand right now. That way you can put it on the car and put it however you want it. Now put the motor mount back on. Gotta leave one of those screws out for the easy start. Just start them off first, just like before. I think that one had that on. Stick your exhaust gasket on, little O-ring. That's it. Pretty much ready to put it back in the car. I'm going to stick my clutches on, wipe them down. Just little holes to get lined up with those pins. Slide that on. And this one had a little spacer. Put the spacer on. the C clip on. It's easier said than done. Clutches all together. So I'll mount it in the car and get everything how it's supposed to be. Clean the car up and I'll get it mounted in the car. Okay, thanks for watching.